everybody. Welcome back to the WOW podcast. So today we have our guest, Lucy Adame-Clark, or I shall say the Honorable Lucy Adame-Clark. She is our county clerk. And so we're excited to get started. Thank you guys for joining us this morning. And so, or this afternoon, whatever time you're seeing this on YouTube. So this is actually going to be our part two of our last session. And so thank you, Lucy, for being here.
You're welcome. Thank you, Jennifer. It's always an
Yes.
honor to come back and have a conversation with you on women of worth.
Yes, thank
It's
you.
amazing to be next to you, a very prominent small business woman and a woman of God.
Thank
So
you.
I'm excited to have this conversation.
Yes, no, I'm super excited. So first of all, we want to congratulate you because you are re-elected as our Bexar County Clerk.
Yes.
How do you feel, and what do you think? What's your thoughts right now?
You know, it really didn't hit me because I'm still working. So I'm still working, and people said, take a day off. I was at work the following day because
Yes.
there's a lot of work to be done. And God put me in this position for many reasons,
Yes.
but it's a blessing to know that the public and the community, you all, came to our, to save us, to make sure that we know that the voters are the people.
Yes.
The people are the voters. And it hasn't hit me yet. It won't hit me till I get sworn in
Yes.
2027. So
Yes.
January the 1st of 2027, we'll be celebrating and getting sworn in with many blessings in front of the courthouse. And it'll be on January the 1st, 2027. So look for the invitation.
Yes.
But I don't feel it yet because we're still working. We're on work mode still.
Yes, and so for those that don't know how the process works, because we had the primary first, right?
Correct.
And then you were in the runoff,
Yes.
and so you were in the runoff because there was someone else running against you, and
There was two people running against
Okay.
us. So there was two individuals running against our race, Lucy
Mhm.
Adame-Clark, and you have to have a 50 plus one to get out of a runoff. Well, we had 46 point something. We were just like 3 point something percent off from 50 plus one.
Okay.
So it pushes you into a runoff election. I myself have never ran a runoff election, meaning politically, I've never helped anybody other than one person run for a runoff election.
Okay.
So for me, it was a new experience to go through,
Yes.
but it just means that because you had many opponents running against you, if it was just me and another person and I had 50 plus one,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be in a runoff. But when there's two or more people running in this election, and there was three of us running in this
Right.
election,
It changes the numbers.
it does. It changes the
Yes.
numbers. There's been some instincts where a person can get out of a runoff because they
Mhm.
have 50 plus one, whether they have two or three, but we weren't. We were stuck in a runoff,
Yes.
and it was something new. I learned a lot in a
Mhm.
runoff, so it was
Yeah.
exciting for me too.
And so and the crazy part about it was I want to say, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but the last two opponents that were running against you actually had the same campaign manager,
Well,
and so they probably were using that as like a tactic to get into a runoff.
So they had the same arena. They denied the same campaign manager. So they denied the same campaign manager, but they had the same arena. So
Okay.
the same arena. So the first one had the campaign manager who ran my last 2022
Mm.
election opponent against me. So you're
Mhm.
correct. The last one
Yes.
had the same campaign manager, and then this one had the same arena from the other person.
Oh,
So it was
okay.
the same arena. So
Yeah.
you can say in so many ways it was the same arena running this one that was in a runoff because of the methods, the way they ran against us
Yeah.
is the same mannerism that was used in the last two elections.
Yes, but
Yeah.
we're really excited because you're going to be back in office. I mean,
Yes.
I know that you
Another 4
I know you
years.
never left.
Yes.
And so we got to I personally got an experience to actually
You were front and
experience.
center in the whole
No,
election.
no, thank you. I really appreciate that you even acknowledged that. But it's because of who you are.
Thank you.
I've shared with you, and I've shared with many other people that what you see is really what you get with
you.
Lucy Adame-Clark. You know, she's a powerhouse, but at the same time, you're very how can I say? People can just come up and
Oh, yes.
and greet you and talk with you, and you're very open, and you make it easy for people
Thank
to get to know who you are. And then behind closed doors, you're still the same person.
Yes.
And so we're very grateful for that. And it was very important for myself and for a lot of our friends to make sure that you stayed in office. And so
Thank
it
you.
was a win for you, and it was a win for Bexar County. So,
Yeah, it was a win
yes.
for the community. It was
Mhm.
a huge win for the community because we don't represent San Antonio.
Mhm.
We represent a whole county jurisdiction.
Yes.
So all the 26 cities, unincorporated community, underserved, middle class, and the rural community, they need county government.
Right.
So I'm glad you're saying that because many people ask me, why don't you have security? Why don't you have a driver? No, I still drive myself around.
Mhm.
I don't need security because security probably walk away from me because they
Mhm.
can't keep up with us because I'm everywhere. So I don't
Yes.
just run from 8 to 5.
Mhm.
We run, me personally, I run from whatever time the public requests my presence
Mhm.
because I don't work Monday through Sunday. I work whenever you need me.
Right.
The people are our bosses. The
Yes.
people pay our checks. And you can get lost as an elected official. I've seen a lot of people where they get rope syndrome
Mhm.
or they get elected official syndrome.
Mhm.
That's one thing that I've always tried to be cautious and careful to make sure that I don't get that syndrome.
Right.
I may look the part, but I'm still you.
Yes.
I'm still the people's person, and I still believe in being about the gente.
Right.
That's why you don't see nobody driving me around, and you don't see no
Right.
security around me. I believe in God is protecting me,
Yes.
and He had His arms around me, and hopefully nobody wants to hurt me. But I feel He has His arms around me and protecting me through
Yeah.
my path.
Sometimes I have somebody driving me around.
Yeah.
But that's because it's my husband.
Oh yeah. Oh, my husband. I forgot Jennifer. Well, my husband, yes.
Yeah.
Once in a while, he does drive me around, and not to work. He drives me around to have dinner and go eat,
Yes.
watch a movie.
Yes.
Yeah. Let me recorrect myself. Yes, the husband drives me around.
Yes. Yes. So
Yes.
that's our
Let's
free.
give him
That's our
credit.
free.
Let's give them credit.
That's our free driver.
Yes, yes, honey. I'm sorry. Yes, he does drive me around when we go somewhere.
Yes. No.
Check
Yes,
that one out.
Yes. So for those of you that are wondering, yes, she does have a driver. I do too.
Yeah, for family reasons.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. So like all kidding aside, probably a lot of people ask because you're up early in the morning and you're out and about, and then until late in the evening. Because I've had conversations with you where I'm already home and I'm ready to get into bed, and I call her and she's like, I'm just on my way home, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh. But you have a little bit of a secret too, and we're gonna get into like health and wellness
I
because
love it.
yes, because I believe that that's really has a very strong part in helping you run the race because you're just going and going.
100
So
miles an hour.
I've had people call me and say, I don't know what Lucy is on, but I want the same regimen.
Well,
And so,
first God, faith, and then the regimen. I'll give it
yes,
to you.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Always, always the Lord first. And so, but the beautiful part about it is that we do promote a lot of peptides. And the thing that I love about peptides is peptides. For those of you that don't know what it is amino acids that are produced, in a pharmacy. However, it is the same amino acids that are in our body, that we
Yeah.
produce naturally, that God put in our bodies, right? And so, depending on what you're lacking as we're getting older, you see the lack, and you feel the lack, especially when you are a woman and you're hitting the age of over 40 and you're going through perimenopause and you're not knowing what's happening to your life or why all of a sudden you've got this extended belly or you're just feeling extremely exhausted. And so we start to really do a lot of the research and find out that we're lacking a lot of hormones and amino acids in our bodies, right? And so we're just going to ask Lucy a couple of questions because I'm super excited because Lucy has been very transparent and sharing where she gets her health and wellness. And so we're grateful that she's here and that she's able to share.
And they got to see the pants, the big old pants.
Yes. I wish I would have kept them.
I don't know who has them.
I'm not sure. Somebody
I don't know
kept
who has
them. Yeah.
So I'm glad we're bringing up this conversation because I started seeing you in March of 2025, right? Or
Yes.
26.
And just to make it clear, she didn't see this is part of the business. She saw a doctor. So
yes.
I'm not a doctor.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I went to go see my doctor. I mean, well, first I ended up in the hospital.
Yes.
Before I even saw Jennifer because I was weighing 233 pounds. I was wearing size 20, 22. But it wasn't what I was wearing or what I was weighing. It's how I was feeling. So I'm a very strong woman. I'm a very mentally strong female. But my body was feeling torn. It was my body was really showing me that it couldn't move anymore. Like I was strong mentally,
Yes.
but physically the body wasn't moving with my mental state of mind.
Mhm.
So that's what I noticed. I said something's wrong. I thought I was having a stroke. My son took me to University Hospital. They said you're in the red. You're gonna possibly have a heart attack if you don't take
Mhm.
care of yourself. Fatty liver, pre-diabetic, high blood pressure, high blood pressure,
Mm.
and I didn't feel good. I didn't feel good. I wasn't sleeping well. I even had an appointment for the sleep apnea,
Okay.
and I didn't want to do it. I was
Mhm.
scared because I actually my one of my friends, she passed away in her sleep,
Mm.
right?
Mhm.
So I didn't want to even go through the process at
Yeah.
all. I
Yeah.
didn't want I didn't want to know because I already knew the outcome for many things.
Right.
So I met Jennifer and I wanted to know more about peptides, about GLPs, because I said, I talked to the doctor, and sure enough, I talked to Jennifer's medical director, and
Yes.
we had an appointment. And sure enough, I was weighing 233. And I even started a wellness program, not a wellness program, but a competition at the Bexar County.
Oh, yes. I
Yeah, at the
remember
Bexar
that.
County,
Mhm.
I started a wellness program, but I not a wellness with shots. It was just a competition,
Yes. It was like when you get into like a little pool, right?
like a
Of
pull.
yeah,
Yes, it was a pull.
and to encourage one another, right? About losing weight.
About losing weight.
Yeah.
So I knew that I wanted to lose weight, but for health reasons, because I wanted to live longer.
Mhm.
I'm in my 50s. I'm not able to mentally control how I'm losing weight anymore. I
Mhm.
had been doing everything, nothing was working. So sure enough, I went to Jennifer and we started the tirzepatide, the
Yes.
GLP-1 tirzepatide, and it's not a miracle shot, but it was a game changer because mentally and physically I started walking.
Right.
So I did my part in walking every single day, but doing the skinny shot and the tirzepatide and NAD shots
Mhm.
really rejuvenated my body, my skin, and how I felt. I
Yes.
noticed a difference, a huge difference.
Because what was your start weight?
At 233,
233. Okay.
233,
And then your weight now is
148.
okay, 140.
And
But
I
what
was
was your goal?
my goal was 155 or
Okay.
150. My goal was
that's
155
that's
or 150.
that's
So
really important. The reason why I say that is because we've had a lot of women that come in and
Mhm.
men, right? They come in and they'll do a consultation, and usually when they're over 200 pounds, they have a very ideal goal weight, and
Yeah,
I understand. I mean, you do want to make it where
we're not realistic. We're trying to
yeah,
keep it humble and
yeah,
kind
yes,
of like,
yes.
well,
You're trying to be what you think is realistic,
yeah,
like and humble. Like
yeah,
if I lose,
20
20 pounds,
pounds.
I'll be happy and fine, right?
Yeah,
And if you lose 10 pounds, you feel great. You
I
know,
feel amazing.
yes,
The first month,
yeah,
it was a game changer.
yes,
But you have to give up. I really took it seriously. So when I really committed myself to Jennifer, and it's just in general, when I
yeah,
commit myself to a project, I give myself 1,000%,
right.
right? Because every time that I come and see Jennifer every week, it was the scale in Jennifer that I was trying to commit to.
Mhm.
And when I saw my blood work, that's what really caught my attention. And I was very proud to see because my fatty liver was gone,
Mhm.
my prediabetes was gone, my
Mhm.
blood pressure numbers went
Yes,
down.
yes.
So that really gave me a lot of more animo. It gave me more push behind my,
Encouragement. Yes,
yes, encouragement, where I
yes,
said, oh my God, this is really working. But
yes.
I felt the difference and I saw the difference where my body, my skin color,
Mhm.
my skin
Mhm.
was changing to a more clear, healthier look.
Yes.
Yeah, so I saw a
Yeah,
big difference.
and that's what's so amazing about any GLP. And if you're under a doctor's care, make sure that you're under a doctor's care, that you're not going online and thinking that oh, I'll just go online and buy this drug that's a lot cheaper, or I'm traveling to Mexico and buying what seems to be like the name brands, and they're not. What we're seeing is that there are a lot of companies when you hear research only products, that's what it is. So online you have a lot of like laboratories and places that are saying that they're selling these drugs very cheap,
Mhm.
and they'll have a huge disclaimer that says not for human consumption, it's research only. And that is just because what's happening is there are compounding powders that pharmacies are being sold, right? And so the pharmacy that we use, I love because they have such a huge integrity of what the product they're getting. and making sure that alongside like companies like ours, other clinics
Hmm.
are getting the same product, right? Which is the best that
Yeah.
is out there. And so, but there are companies online that are very cheap and it says research only. It has this huge disclaimer, and people are still buying it because they're confused.
Hmm.
What happens is they hear, oh, it's peptides are not, and GLPs are not. Well, GLPs are peptides are not FDA approved, so they're research products. There's a difference though, because there's another term that they use when it's research products only, not for human consumption. And so that's what that means. So because peptides are not FDA approved,
Hmm.
that doesn't mean that they're research. What happens is the FDA cannot do a research, like an actual research on the products,
Hmm.
because it's very similar to something very natural. And
Hmm.
because they can't do that, that those testings, they know they're not going to make any money off of that, so they'll never approve,
Oh yeah.
make it FDA approved. Except now, I believe that there are some that are going to be FDA approved now that RFK's in the like the health and wellness part of it, and so and they're going to get rid of a lot of the research only companies, which needs to happen because what's happening is, and I'm hearing just from my experience, right,
Yeah.
that I'm hearing a lot of people that have taken them, they don't see any difference. They're paying a lot of money.
But I saw the
Um,
results. I can say on mine
well,
on
this
the
is where it's
GLP.
different. It's because it's different,
Yeah.
So you're actually getting your products from a pharmacy
Yeah. From you, from the
that,
pharmacy.
yes, and that is a legitimate pharmacy that does their studies, that makes sure that they invest in their compounding powders so that you have great results.
Because I think last year when we started our weight loss, we started at
Hmm.
233 in March. By what was it? August? I think in August we were already at 158
Hmm.
in August.
Yes.
So that was crazy because not only was I doing the program, but I was also doing blood work every 3 months.
Yes.
And my doctor was looking at the numbers and she said, "Oh my God, your whatever you're doing is amazing because it's working."
Right.
So she was very satisfied with everything that I was doing, but she also saw the complete weight loss and the numbers and the blood work
Right.
itself, and everything was good.
Right.
Everything was showing amazing. But I feel good. I'm glad that we started this weight loss, Jen, because if I wouldn't have started the weight loss before the election, I don't even know if I would be able to handle the election
Right.
because I started getting healthy and healthier. So it wasn't how I looked, it was how I felt,
Yes.
right? So, because I just bought bigger suits and bigger suits and bigger suits. So
Hmm.
I was just complimenting my weight gain,
Right.
but the body wasn't handling itself anymore.
Right.
But when I lost the weight, it made me feel better. And I was able to run this amazing, successful election. And who would have known I would have been in a runoff? I
Right.
was in two elections. Like I was in two back-to-back elections.
Right.
But if I wasn't healthy, I don't think I would have been able to keep up with it.
Right.
So I'm glad and thank you to
Yeah.
Biosphere. Thank you for everything for Biosphere, allowing me to become a partnership with you because you're a walking product of your own product,
Mhm.
and that made me, entrust myself in your business.
Right.
And we became friends. Now we're
Yes.
sisters. Like we're
Yes.
friends. We're sisters because you
Yes.
changed my life. You really did change my life.
Thank you.
You added more value to why I want to live not only longer but healthier.
Right.
So that really benefit my family as well because I can move. I can
Right.
do things. I'm walking faster. I'm running. I'm healthy. I'm not
Right.
sleeping. I'm not snoring I'm sleeping, but I'm not snoring while I sleep.
Right. And you
Yeah.
were even out there in the sun and,
Hmm.
every day.
I can imagine at 233 in the sun, I would have been like,
Yes.
oh no, I'm gonna be in AC. No, it was amazing. A
Yeah.
lot of my clothes I donated to my own office.
Okay.
I donated to the Dress for Success,
Oh, nice.
and then I sold a lot of it to Uptown Cheesecake. But
Mhm.
a lot of it I took, counters like big things of
Yeah.
suits and everything to my office and gave it to the employees and gave
Yes.
it to Dress for Success.
Yeah.
So I really gave back a lot of my clothes to a lot of nonprofits and of course the office so they can
Yes.
use it for work.
For work. Yes,
Yeah.
because it's a lot of like the professional
Professional
outfits.
attire, yeah.
Yes. And so what's amazing about all of that is that we don't know, right, what God's like preparing us for, but he knows. And so I think that you're absolutely right as far as like you were getting ready to really get into this battle.
Not knowing.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
knowing. And we here at Biosphere Diagnostics or Transform 365, we're not coming against people that are overweight.
Mm-mm.
And I've shared this many times with a lot of people that come in, and we're about body positivity, but the truth is that you can have a great mindset and you can feel great in the body that you're in.
I did. I mean, I did.
Yes. But if your health is not where it needs to be when it comes to if your health is not where it needs to be, it doesn't matter the size of your body. Even if you're feeling like,
I was
hey,
okay wearing a size 18, 20,
yeah,
20, 22. I was okay with it. So it's not body shaming at all. It was the
yeah,
fact that my health was deteriorating.
yes,
So I mean, as you can see,
yeah, because I remember
showing
that,
cleavage and everything else. I'm still
yeah,
professionally dressed. It wasn't for sexuality. Literally,
yeah,
my health
yeah,
was deteriorating, and I couldn't. I want to live a long life. I
yeah.
really want to live a long life.
Yeah, and I think that that's what it was too. Like I know you made sure that you told me like, "Hey, I'm very happy like in the
Hmm.
body I'm in. It's just I'm not feeling healthy."
Hmm.
And that was important because I everybody that I've seen that
Hmm.
come in here feels the same, you
Correct.
know? And we're not shaming anybody, but like let's just be honest. If you're a woman and you're watching this show and you're overweight and you feel great in who you are, there's things that are still affecting you, like how you're breathing,
That was
how
affecting
like
me.
what's
How I
like
slept, snoring.
yeah, like what's the longevity of your life. You want to be around for your kids, for your grandkids, your
I
great
didn't want to pass away
grandkids.
before my parents
Yeah.
because I still have my parents, Jen. So it was crazy because my parents. So when I was thinking I was having a stroke,
Hmm.
I was thinking, oh my God, my parents are gonna bury me,
Hmm.
and it's supposed to be the way. So it was more, I'm not gonna be there for my children. I'm not gonna be there for my parents. This is not gonna happen. Like I don't want to
Hmm.
be that person
Yeah.
because it's my fault
Yeah.
because I didn't take care of my well-being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's another thing, right? Because then we have people that come in and they'll ask me like, whatever Lucy's doing, that's what we want to do too. And what I say is like, well, what Lucy is doing, and I always share too, like Lucy gives me permission to share
Yeah,
her story,
I
and
do.
these are all the things, but that might not be for you.
Correct.
It might be something else that
But I
that
walk.
you
I
and
walk. I don't drink the sodas. I don't drink the
yes,
teas. I've given up on a lot of the carbohydrates.
yeah,
I do them, once in a while, but it's also restricting yourself and being responsible
yes,
for yourself. It's not a
yeah.
miracle shot because that's one thing you told me right away. It's not a miracle shot, Lucy.
Yeah, like you
Yeah,
have to still do your part.
yeah.
And what's also important too is that, and it's not gonna fall off overnight,
No,
because a lot of times people come in and they'll think like it's 4 weeks now and I'm not seeing
no. You have to do your part as
yeah,
well too.
a huge difference. And I'm like, but it didn't take you 4 weeks to gain all that weight.
No,
It's the same.
yeah.
So whatever, like however long it took us to get to a certain place in our
Mhm.
life, it's gonna take that work too.
And you weighed how much when you started?
So when I started, I want to say that my biggest was like 190,
And you were
and
size.
I'm also 5 foot.
Yes.
So you could imagine how much that really
Well,
showed
I'm 5'2".
in my body.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so like I really realized that I was tired of being in the same body,
Yeah.
and a lot of my weight came from a depression that I was
Mhm.
really like carrying for many years. And
Okay.
so it wasn't until like God came and filled my heart with his presence and how he really saw me that really helped me understand that my body is the temple and I do need to do something
You said it
to help
perfect right
me.
there.
Yeah.
Your body is your temple.
Yes.
It is
Yes, and
true.
you only get
Yeah.
one body, and
One
you want
body, one chance,
to
one life, and that's it.
yes, yes, and you want to take care of it. And so I'm so grateful that
You're
you're
welcome.
here and that you shared your story and the journey. We're excited about
Especially being women.
yes.
Women, don't body shame yourself. Do it because you want to be healthy. You want to be there for your family, your loved ones. You want to just feel better. That's why I
Yes.
came to Jennifer. So Biosphere was a walking journey together, not by myself. So I didn't just come here and see Jennifer. It was really building a relationship, a partnership, a collaboration, but being responsible of myself,
Yes.
not lying about, oh, I'm not eating, I'm not eating. No, it was, I'm eating healthier, I'm walking, I'm watching what I'm drinking,
Mhm.
and then just accountability to the scale.
Yeah.
I was like, the scale was my boss. Like, I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I got to lose weight. And Jennifer
Yes.
too.
Yes.
But I want to thank you. This election was amazing. The election was very successful. But I want to thank all the ladies of Women of Worth and all the ladies who came together to, because they're part of your journey as well too,
Mhm.
for weight loss. And we can only lose weight together when we come to,
Yes.
together. But moving forward, just look at yourself in the mirror and figure out, like she said, your body's your temple. And she put it into the perfect words. The body is your temple, and you only have one body. You can't replace it to it.
Yeah.
Well, nowadays, I don't know what else they can do, but you have one body, one
Yes.
chance, one
Yeah.
opportunity to make yourself feel better. And I'm at a size 10, but I'm at a very healthy feeling in my life.
Yeah. Yeah, no, thank you. And really those are not my words. It's what the Bible says that this is our temple,
Amen.
you know. And so so your experience real quick, like when somebody come like when uh you come in and you get like the full treatment, you know, and so will you share like what that looks like when
Sure.
somebody comes in and
So when I come in, you walk in, there's a one, two, three, I think it's four or three
three?
massage. There's three massage chairs. I'm already seeing four because I'm always sitting in it. So this is a very private area office. The door is secure. There's no windows. You come in here, you sit down, you get your little socks, and you sit on the massage chair, and it feels amazing because it has heat on it as well too. You get to see the doctor. You just get to have an appointment with the doctor, have a conversation with the doctor. It's not a quick one. It's not a dismiss me doctor appointment. He has a full conversation, learns about you, and then it's very welcoming when you get with Jennifer. So I do the tersepatide, the GLP-1. I do the NED for rejuvenation, energy, and then I also do the skinny shot as well too. So there's a lot of things that she can do here. She has various of many shots that you can take for
Yeah.
vitamin reasons, but she can have those conversations with you along with the doctor, and it depends on what kind of medication you're on.
Yeah.
But I'll sit here and relax and enjoy my solo time because you got to remember, I'm running the whole county office along with my staff, but I'm also running outside the 5 o'clock hours by myself and supporting the community. And then I run my family. My family and I are doing our things as well too. Then I also support my sister who's IDD. I'm her power attorney, and then my parents. And so there's a lot of things that I do. So me coming here and having that mental state of mind of just relaxing and enjoying myself, you really do have a time to just relax.
Yes.
And she's separated from two offices, so she also has a lot of other services that you want to learn about. So just call Jennifer and have a conversation, and she'll gear everything around you. So don't say I want what Lucy wants. Just see
Yes.
what's best for you, because I didn't have anything to see like what do I have to go for, but
Yeah.
Jennifer was the walking product of her own business. So just have a conversation with her, call her, and the information will be in the bottom of Biosphere. So get anything you need from her and just have a consultation with her and see what she can do for you. It
Yes.
worked for me, and I'm a living proof of 233, size 2022 to a size 10, but healthier, better numbers, and feel 100% better.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
thank you so much for saying that. Yes, you do have a consultation with a doctor. We are Transform 365, and we really believe in the power of transforming. And so, the fact that you're able to come into this office, it is very private. It is very centered to be VIP.
Yes.
So you can come in. It's your appointment. Especially if you ask, like, "Hey, I want it to be very exclusive, just myself."
Or you
And
and your
you know,
partner. You and your partner
yes,
can be here.
yeah. And so we close the door. It's your time that you're here. You get to rest. I have so many business women that come in
Yeah.
here,
I get to do my
and
work. A lot
yeah,
of times I'll come during lunch, or I'll come after lunch, or in the morning I'll schedule myself off. But you get to come in here and I'm still doing my
yes.
work as I'm actually getting my rejuvenation all over again.
Yes. And you know, like I was also saying too, like there's other women that come in here
Yeah.
and they'll put on the socks and I just need 15 minutes in this chair, you know, and there's no extra charge for that, by the way. And so make your appointment. So if you're interested in any of our services, like Lucy said, we have a lot of different things that you can ask about. If you're interested from not just weight loss or peptides or even incontinence, we've got a pelvic share that is amazing. And so if you're interested in any of our services, you're more than welcome. And the number is 210 996 8518. but enough promoting
Well, it's a great
transform.
conversation
Yes,
because menopause and
yes,
all
yes.
that, women
Hmm.
don't talk about it. So it's a great way to have a conversation, Jen. So we'll
Yes,
have another conversation
yes.
follow up. But
Okay.
thank you all so much.
Yes, no, no, thank you so much. And so this is WOW podcast. If you're wondering what WOW stands for, if this is the first time you're here, it's Women of Worth. And so we're interviewing and sharing the journeys of women. And you know what? God says that you're worthy. And so that's where WOW comes into place. And if you're interested and you're watching for the first time, please subscribe to our channel. We're trying to grow it and get awareness out there about other women that have gone through different journeys and similar to ours, and weight loss, and we're talking about everything, and even menopause and things like that. And so
Menopause.
and so thank you, Lucy, for being here
You're
today.
welcome. Thank you for having
Thank
me.
you for this is our second session that we
Yes.
had. And yeah, so thank you guys, thank you for joining us. Remember, please subscribe to our YouTube and
Stay
continue to.
original, stay
Yes.
strong, and keep rising.
What would be before we like shut this completely down? What would be your advice to your younger self?
Younger myself, um, never give up.
Yeah.
Yeah, never give up. Keep going, keep rising, and never give up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
So if you're a young Lucy in the making,
Yep.
remember,
Keep going
never give up.
and never give up.
Mhm.
The world is yours.
Yes. Bye, guys.